Hi, hello everyone! It's me again, Mariel, and welcome to my channel. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, huwag mo na kalimutang i-subscribe, i-like tong video, and share to later after you watch it sa iyong mga friends, alright? And kung naghahanap kayo ng mga math tutorials dito kayo sa channel ko, you can request any math topics or suggest any math topics, just comment it down below sa ating comment section and gagawa natin ng video yan. Alright? For advanced study or anything else. For a review about mathematics. So this lesson is for grade 8. And what are we going to discuss all about is the modern axiomatic mathematical system. What's inside that mathematical system? We are going to discuss in this video all about the undefined terms, defined terms, and probably sa ating next video is all about the postulates and theorems. Alright? So, ngayon, focus tayo sa defined terms and undefined terms. So, yun yung mga tinatawag nating mathematical system. And first, we have undefined terms. From the word itself, undefined, mahirap lagyan ng meaning or definition. So, sabi nga dito, an undefined terms are terms that cannot be defined so easily. Or, hindi mo siya madaling mabibigyan ng definition. Alright? Like for example, the word the. Kapag narinig natin or na-encounter natin yung word na the, alam ba natin yung meaning niya? Or alam ba natin yung definition niya? Hindi kaagad-agad, tama? Pero alam natin siyang gamitin sa mga sentences, right? And in geometry or in mathematics, meron tayong mga terms which is may apply natin as undefined terms. So, right, for example, is the point, the line, and the plane. When we say point, hindi natin kaagad alam ano bang meaning niya. Alam lang natin na kapag point, ayan, tuldok. So, point yun. Pero, hindi natin kaagad malalaman yung definition niya without teachers giving us the definition. 'Di ba? Kapag binigay pa lang sa atin yung definition, saka pa lang natin malalaman na, okay, yun pala yun. So, kaya sinasabing yung point is an undefined terms, okay? Undefined terms. So, discuss natin all about the point, the line, and the plane. Sila yung tatlong undefined terms sa ating modern axiomatic mathematical system. Alright? Okay, so the first thing that we are going to discuss under the undefined terms is the point. Alright? So, ang point is considered as undefined terms or yung mga terms that cannot be defined so easily. Yung kapag nasabi lang na point, hindi natin siya kaagad mabibigyan ng definition or pinaka-whole definition of it. Alam lang natin siya, oo. Pero the definition itself, medyo malilito tayo sa pagbibigay ng definition. So, the point, it denotes a position in space and has no dimension. Okay? So, when we say it has no dimension, meaning to say, wala siyang length, wala siyang width, and wala siyang height. Just a point itself. So, it denotes a position in space, meaning to say, kahit saan pwede natin siyang mahanap or pwede natin siyang ilagay, di ba? So, ganun lang kasimple yung point. And, of course, it represented by a dot and named by a capital letters. For example, we have a point in here. So, represented by a dot. And when we're going to read this, it is point A. So, ganyan. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. The next one is the line. Kapag narinig mo yung salitang line, alam lang natin siya as it is. Okay? Guhit. Linya. Tama? But, we are not gonna get the definition that easily. Right? So, ito na nga. We're going to discuss its definition. So, when we say a line, it is a set of points that extends to one direction. Meaning to say, ang line is nabubuo through a set of points. Ayan. Madami yung points na yan. And kapag nagsama-sama na yung points na yun, syempre makakabuo tayo ng line. Okay? So, a set of points that extends to one direction. Yan. And, a line is infinitely long. Ibig sabihin, when we say infinitely, forever. Tama? Walang hanggan. So, kahit saan mo extend yan, basta line. Infinitely long, and it extends on both direction. Ayan. Kaya tayo naglalagay ng arrow, yan, kasi mahaba yan. Mag-e-extend yan both direction. Okay? So, when you are going to name it, you are just going to say line AB. So, for the third one or the last term under the undefined terms is the plane. So, plane, it is a flat surface. It's a whole field of points. So, kung napapansin nyo, related sila with each other. Si point, nagagamit natin siya to create a line. And si line, and of course, the point itself, magagamit natin sila to create a plane. So, remember, a plane, it is a flat surface. Right? So, in real life application, ano ba yung mga flat surface? Table, notebook, wall. So, yung mga yon, mga flat surface yan, blackboard. So, that is a plane. Okay? So, it's a whole field of points. Moving on to the second one. So, kanina diniscuss natin is all about the undefined terms or those terms that cannot be defined so easily. So, now we are going to discuss all about the defined terms. From the word itself, defined. So, when we say defined terms, it is a term that has some sort of definition. Meaning to say, from the word itself, kapag narinig natin or na-encounter natin, malalaman natin kaagad yung definition from the word itself. Okay? So, let's take a look for an example. So, for example, we have the collinear points. When we say ko, di ba, it means kasama. Tama? And linear. Kalinya. And sabi dito, points. So, ibig sabihin, magkakasama sa iisang linya yung mga points. Ko, line, points. Collinear, points, or magkakasama sa iisang linya. So, from that, alam na natin kaagad that the definition of the collinear points are points on the same line. Tama? Points on the same line. So, we have, for example, meron tayo ditong line, and meron tayo ditong tatlong points. We have X, Y, and Z. So, sila ay magkakasama sa iisang linya. Meaning to say, point X, Y, and Z are collinear. They are collinear. So, wag kayo malilito, okay? Sa collinear and non-collinear. Okay? And, i-discuss natin dito yung lahat ng defined terms. Collinear, non-collinear, coplanar, non-coplanar, segment, ray, and angle. Okay? So, yun na nga. Kung si collinear points are points on the same line, meron naman tayong tinatawag na non-collinear points. From the word itself, halimbawa, pinadefine sa inyo. And you've forgot already the definition itself. Siyempre, from the word itself, alam nyo na kagad yung definition niya. Since non, ibig sabihin, hindi. Tama? Non-collinear points. Makakapag-come up kayo to the definition that the non-collinear points are points not on the same line. Or sila yung mga points na hindi naglalay on the same line. So, for example, we have two lines in here. They intersect to each other, right? And sa isang line, meron tayong point AB. Sa isang line, meron tayong point BC. Get all the points A, B, and C and say that point A, B, and C are non-collinear. Why are they non-collinear? Kasi po, hindi sila magkakasama sa iisang line. Nahiwalay si C. So, non-collinear sila. While, on the other hand, point A and B are collinear kasi magkasama sila sa iisang line. Point B, C are collinear also. But, point A, B, and C are non-collinear. Okay? So, the next that we are going to discuss is the coplanar points and the non-coplanar points. When we say coplanar, so it has something to do with the plane itself, tama? And coplanar points are points on the same plane or points lie on the same plane. Okay? So, like for example, we have point M, A, T, H. So, point M, A, T, and H are coplanar since naglay sila on the same plane. Okay? So, ganun lang kasimple. Kapag narinig nyo yung coplanar, automatically, alam nyo na kagad ano ba ang meaning niya? Points on the same plane. Okay, observe for the difference of the coplanar points and the non-coplanar points, alright? So, kanina sinabi natin that points on the same plane are called coplanar points, while the points that do not lie on the same plane are non-coplanar points. From the word itself, non, right? So, like for example, we have here a plane, and we have here point MATH. So, kung napapansin nyo, si point H is nandito siya. Nasa labas siya ng plane. Meaning to say, point MAT are coplanar, while point MAT and H are non-coplanar. Alright? So, hindi sila naglalay on the same plane. So, they are non-coplanar points, MATH, since nasa labas yung H, point H. Okay? So, for the next one, we have the segment. When we say segment, it is a part of a line consisting of 2 points and all points between them. Okay? So, ang segment is a part of a line. Okay? So, si segment, matatawag din natin siyang line. So, it is consisting of 2 points. Ayan, 2 points and all points between them. Meaning to say, kapag segment, hindi siya mag-extend. Unlike kay line, it extends infinitely. While si segment, eto lang siya. Kung gaano lang kahaba yung line, yun na yun. So, nag-end siya with a point. Okay? 2 points and all points between them. So, ganun lang kasimple. For the next one is the ray. A ray is a part of a line that starts at an end point and extends forever in one direction. So, maraming parts yung line. Kanina, segment. Ngayon naman, ray. So, when we say array, nagsisimula siya sa endpoint. Si segment, dalawang endpoint, no? While si ray, isang endpoint, and nag-e-extend siya forever in one direction. Okay? So, yun yung sinasabi nating extends forever. So, kay ray, may forever. Char. So, ganun lamang kasimple. Alright? For the last one, under the defined terms, is the angle. So, when we say angle, it can be defined as 2 rays or 2 line segment having a common endpoint. Okay? So, that endpoint is known as vertex. So, when we say angle, meron tayong dalawang rays. Ayan. Ang tawag dito ay rays. So, kapag naman hindi nyo siya nilagyan ng arrow, dalawang segment yon. Okay? Having a common endpoint. So, ito yung kanilang endpoint. Tama? Ayan. So, when we say endpoint of an angle, it is known as the vertex. Alam naman natin na vertex ang tawag doon, no? Yun yung kanilang common endpoint. And of course, ang pinaka-angle natin is ito. Alright? And the measurement of the angle is 95 degree. So, remember, when you are going to measure an angle, it is always with a degree. Okay? So, ito yung itsura ng degree. Bilog sa taas ng number. Alright? So, yun yung sinasabi nating angle. So, yan na yung pinaka-definition niya. Okay? And I guess that would be all for this video. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Sana ay may natutunan kayo and may share nyo din ito sa inyong mga friends. Alright? And of course, please wag niyo kalimutan mag-subscribe, i-like tong video, mag-comment ng inyong suggestions or any questions, and i-hit niyo na din yung notification bell, enable for you to get updated sa mga math tutorial ni Ma'am Mariel. Okay, thank you so much everyone. Always remember to make your day productive by gaining knowledge. So, dito ka sa mini classroom ko, tutulungan kita. Okay, with all your math lessons. Thank you so much and God bless us all.